Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Monday morning here. It's around about 10:30 in the morning in the UK. I've got a spare 10 minutes where my little one is down for a nap. So I thought I'd share this quick video with you. I'm going to go through my weekly outlook for trading pound dollar, the pair that I day trade on a daily basis. If there is a setup, I'll take it. So I'm going to go through some fundamental analysis and some technical analysis for my weekly outlook for pound dollar. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Emily, and on Mindfully Trading, I share educational videos relating to trading Forex as well as my own personal trading journey. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel below, and let's dive into this analysis because I'm on a little bit of a time scale here. So first things first, I'm on Forex Factory, which is a brilliant free resource. It allows you to check out any economic news and events that are coming up. So I've clicked on calendar here and I filtered it on the ones that have the highest impact. They're the ones that are more likely to actually affect the volatility coming into the market and may affect trading opportunities. So as I said, I focus on trading pound dollar. So they're predominantly the currency pairs I like to focus on, the Great British Pound and the US dollar. And as you can see here, Monday, June the 5th, that's today's date as I'm recording this. There is a news event coming out for the dollar at 3 o'clock this afternoon GMT, ISM Services PMI. You can click on detail here to get more detail. I aren't actually that bothered about what the news is, just how it affects the market. The fact there is a release coming out at 3 means that I am probably not going to get into any trades before then. I'll wait until the news is out to see how that impacts the market and whether I can take an opportunity once the dust settles. I'll also have a quick look for the week. So for me, for Tuesday, there isn't any major news for pound or for the dollar, and again for Wednesday, which means I'll be relying more on technical analysis to decide upon any trades I may take. However, on Thursday, we do have a news release at 1:30, the unemployment claims. That tends to provide quite a nice jump in the market, so I will definitely be adding that one to my trading calendar, my diary for the week. And then again, Friday, there isn't anything major for the pound or the dollar. But if you do trade more than that for yourself, make sure you take note of the major news releases that are due out this week. Cater that into your plan. If you're in a trade, you may need to manage it a little bit differently. So that's it for the fundamental side of this part of the video. I'm going to jump onto the daily time frame now. In fact, we'll start with the weekly time frame, and I'm going to go through this technical analysis step by step with you for pound dollar. Now, as I said, I day trade this. I trade the New York session, and I utilize a combination of reading price action, reading market structure. I tend to avoid indicators. I prefer to keep the charts simple, and I have been utilizing techniques that I've learned over the years from different trading mentors, including my most recent one from ICT, the Inner Circle Trader, which utilizes a lot of smart money concepts. So with that being said, I'm just going to tidy up my charts here. And let's zoom in a little bit more on the weekly view for pound dollar. So as we can see, we had been coming up. It's come to this level here. This blue level and the orange level represent some key level on the weekly and the daily time frame, the higher authority time frame. We've got a huge bearish engulfing candle on the weekly here. So since then, price has been coming down. Now, last week was quite interesting because we actually made a green candle. So it could indicate that this is just forming part of a pullback for price to come back up. Probably going to try and retest these key levels up here because there will be some volatility, some liquidity sitting there waiting to be accessed. It acts like a magnet, drawing price to it. So the thing that's interesting here with the weekly is we did get a green candle. It did close above, so it is pushing up, but we still have this large upper wick, so it's not super strong to the bias just yet. In fact, it came up and tapped this blue shadow level here, which is a fair value gap. But all I want to know for now from this weekly view is the fact that last week closed as a green candle, which to me shows that price is pushing up. Drop into the daily time frame now, and I'm just going to highlight the range of what happened last week in the market. So as I mentioned previously, we were making higher highs and higher lows. We came up to this level, we made a bit of a double top pattern, and we came down with some strong bearish momentum. Since then, we made a new lower high, lower low, and we've been selling off. Now, last week, we did get a rally up, but as you can see, it didn't actually break this key level here, this previous lower high. That structure seems to be holding. So I'm going to just mark that just so that I can see how price reacted to that level. And it also did touch this fair value gap on the daily time frame. So that uses these 3 candles, and it's basically where there was a big jump down from the first candle, the low of that wick. The second candle just drops, and then the third candle, the high of that wick, didn't reach the first candle's wick. So we've got this big gap down in the market, and that's what I've highlighted with this blue area here. It tends to act like a magnet for price to come and fill that gap, which it's kind of tried to do here, but I think it's probably going to try to do again to actually go into this gap a little bit more, perhaps before selling off, or the buyers may win, but it's undecided just yet. So as it stands for me, looking at this chart today, I think price is in quite a more unpredictable state because we had been up, we've kind of pulled back, but it's unclear at the moment to me whether this pullback is going to continue and become more of a bearish phase and continue this downtrend, or whether the bulls are going to take over and push back up here. Friday's close was bearish, but it wasn't a bearish engulfing. It didn't actually break the low of Thursday's candle. So to me, it still shows there is still some bullish momentum there. Now at the moment, as you can see, during the London session, price is pushing down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump back onto the weekly. I'm going to mark the low of the previous weekly close, 272. Because what I like to do to frame my trades for day trading is I like to use key levels. I like to use key levels from the weekly time frame, from the daily time frame, and institutional price levels, which are these black horizontal lines you see here at the whole or the half dollar points, so 1.2350 or 1.24. So where is price likely to want to go? Well, at the moment it's pushing down. It's currently down 0.5% on the day, even though it's very early in the day. So that is quite strong. If it goes into New York and the bearish momentum continues, then after the news release at 3 o'clock GMT, I may have a look to see if I can get in for a short-term short to ride this trend down. There's a chance that price may continue dropping to retest this weekly low from the previous week. And as far as my kind of prediction for the week goes, I do think there's a chance that it will come back down here. And then I think it will likely get some sort of bounce and retest this area because I think that this will still be drawing price in. And the fact that last week we had this large wick rejection, I think that price is going to want to try to fill that space. But who knows, we can only analyze each day and make decisions based on what we are seeing, what price is currently doing. What I also like to do is mark the previous day levels. So the low of Friday, and their high as well. So as I said, as it stands for today, price has already broken Friday's low by quite a fair way, and it's even broken Thursday's low as well. Now if we go on to the 4-hourly time frame, I'd just like to get a little bit more detail from here, which is another higher time frame that you can use for analysis. And I'm going to go from the bottom here, the low of this temporary upswing where we pushed up, we made a low here, we pushed up here, and we made another low. We had a very short-term pullback here, but price basically continued up. Now, if I go from that most recent low here, which is also confluenced with an institutional price level, and I'm going to just use the Fibonacci retracement tool, going all the way to the top using the bodies only. You can see that this key area in price we've currently come back into. Now I'm going to just draw around this so that I can remove the fib just to keep my chart tidy. But this is what is referred to as the OTE, the optimum trade entry, and it's those percentage levels that are where price is likely to pull back to. The 6 o'clock closing 4-hourly candle did have quite a large lower wick there, which means that there was orders sitting there waiting to be filled. So I'd be quite interested to see how this candle closes. It may range in this area today. Mondays can be choppy like that. The bears may win and it may continue down, and it may continue to this weekly level, or it may break above this level and it may start to get another push up. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. It's just good to have an idea of what price may do, what you think it may do, because once it starts to act in a way that you have thought about, then you can see if there is a valid trade plan there. But as it stands for me today, it's very unclear, it's very choppy, and I'm not in a rush to get into this market today. I will be interested to see how the daily candle closes today and then use this current day's candle levels for tomorrow's analysis to see whether I can actually get into a trade then. But I hope that this video has been useful for you. If it has, if you've got any questions, do let me know in the comments below. It's fairly a new thing for me to share a weekly outlook like this, but I will try to do it as and when I can. So if you like the sound of that, do let me know and make sure you subscribe to the channel below, and I'll catch you in my next video. Have a brilliant trading week. Thank you. Bye.